Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and children. Paris of Raptors here, and welcome to the final game of the first Skrainian Cup League. This was at Shagtown, and is a game between Kholek's Lioness's Crusading Lions and my Quest Nuffle Raptors. So, this was a really important game. Basically, it determined who would win the first cup. And I have to say, before I get into all of my soul, because I've come to terms with this game now. So Kholek played a really perfect game. Actually, I think I played a really good game too, and I think when you have games like this where both players are doing their best and both players are, playing such a decent game, it comes down to dice rolls. And I mean, I didn't get the ones that I needed, so that's not an excuse. It's not like in any way to diminish Kholek's achievements, because Kholek played a fucking brilliant game. Yeah, like I don't feel any sort of how to say it. I don't feel any. I don't take issue with the result of this game. Like it was just dice rolls, and I can live with that. So I get going. Obviously, I've got the nice lineup. He's deployed his entire group on the front. Now I had to be quite careful because some of his guys are guard. But fortunately, my front line is strength 4, so obviously the difficulty is the fend. That's not ideal for me, but yeah, I've got a nice sort of, and I couldn't quite reach it, and I'm not going to go for it because of Blizzard. So Blizzard means that go for his fail on a 1 or a 2, and I'm not willing to risk my reroll. I have pretty good opening turn in a way. I've got a KO, I've got the beginnings of a cage, I am protecting my ball carrier quite nicely, lots of tackle zones, and now I can just sort of, I can start whaling. So, yep, fail the dodge with the reroll, that's fine. Stun, which is tedious, but there you go. So, Kholek's turn. One thing I like about the Bretonians is just how good at brawling they are. They really can just hold their own, which is really nice for a human team. Especially obviously with his guys with their skill sets, because he's got quite a few guys with some decent skills. So obviously I've stunned one of his, I've KO'd another, he's stunned 2 of mine. None of that is ideal. Three stones. Alright, so I've got my cage through. It's likely to be a turn 3 score. I'm going to try and tie up some of his guys. And the good thing about the Saurus is they got the movement to do it. You know, I'm putting these guys on the floor, which is good. And then I've got this one guy who's just gonna annoy a Bretonian. So obviously uses his reroll, gets the block. That's unfortunate. Sounds quite clear for me. I've got to blitz this guy off the ball, which I managed to do. Now, I think I just go for the score. I could have eked out another turn. I don't think that would have been the smart thing to do. So, I'm quite confident. I've got, you know, I think it's a 6-turn defense. I feel like I can do that. Obviously, this guy gets back up. Mine doesn't, which is a shame. But I've got reinforcements, so I think I'm okay. So, yeah, it's 11v11, so that's alright. Standard defense. I don't know why it hasn't saved on my setup, because I do save it. But, you know, sucks to be me. Yeah, nice aggressive start. Now, this guy with dodge is going to cause me a whole bucket load of problems. That dodge right there. Because I don't succeed in this game in rolling this 6 at the right time, which is a real shame. Because I think if I got one knockdown on that guy, it would have been game over. So I think there's 2 players with guard, and obviously that makes it like this lineup a really nice, strong, beefy lineup. Because really, I'm 6 versus his team. Because the skinks are not going to be adding value in terms of like hits. So I think this is the thing that a lot of players who are playing against me missed, is that the source line looks really strong, but if you just overwhelm it with your players, like, especially if you've got guard players and block players and wrestle players, you can cause some real issues for Elizabeth. Like, the pressure I'm under here is intense. So I think he fails. Yeah. Didn't reroll, so which is fine. I'm not gonna go for it obviously, but I'm gonna try and get a player near it. I'm gonna engage his line, create a bit of a backline here. So the stun is appreciated. But just look at my line, it's quite sparse and disengaged, it's not ideal. Gives him a lot of control of the field. So yeah, gets the ball this time, blocks my guy, shoves him. If only that guy had sidestep. That would have been really annoying for him. So yeah, now I'm starting to kind of slow the advance down a little bit. It's becoming a bit more, not quite one-on-ones, but it's, you know, it's getting there. There's nothing I can do about the wrestles. Just have to grin and bear it. That's nice. Bit of player advantage. Oh, yeah. The shove was a shame, but what you can do. I think that guy's guard, which is, yeah. Yeah, so obviously that's just preventing him from going off and maybe receiving a pass. I mean, it's unlikely, but gotta risk it. I mean, can't risk it. So he's got 4 turns, still quite a bit of distance to go. Obviously he's got a bit of space, especially with that blitz. It's a bit of a shame. But actually that's okay for me. Because his ball carrier is potentially a little vulnerable there. I think, yeah, so this guy might have guard. Is that guard? Yeah, so that's annoying, but not the end of the world. Like, I can still blitz, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go for it. Ah, there's the blitz, okay. Yeah, it was a real shame. It was just the lack of, I needed to take him down, and it's like, didn't get it. Which is not inconceivable. 2 dice, you know, 2 dice, and it, you know, I mean, he's a blitzer, so it's a 1 in 6, but it's on 2 dice and I reroll. It is conceivable that I will get it, but Salabi. Either way, he's covered by ball carrier, like by players, like, you know. So it's not looking terrible. Yeah, the KO's unfortunate. Not the end of the world. So that was a frustration because obviously that was a frustration, and the shove is just irritating, you know. But now, conceivably, I think I can get the 2-dice block. I get a dodge, which is just annoying. You know, this guy's like blocking my. Tis annoying. But you know, he's surrounded, which is nice. I think I let that skin die. Yeah. So I think, yeah, so now all he has to do is do the one dodge. I don't think he can quite do this turn. Can he? No. But like, yeah, it's just, this is getting really problematic for me, and I can't bring any more people in, and he's reinforcing, it's just such a pain. Played this really well. Like, he's tying up all my guys. It's not fun. That's obviously not great for me. I think I'll both agree that. Yeah. You don't want to move the 5 Saurus. So I'm getting guys in there. Yeah, there's not much I can do with those, we just have to get them sort of in position to irritate him. Yeah. Go for the reroll. Yeah. Always a risk. With the players he's got there, as you'll see, he can cause some problems. All he has to do is dodge out and score. Which is a shame. But well played, it was really solid drive. That dodge just fucking destroys me. Cannot get through it. But hey ho. So, how's it looking? He's got an injured man. I've got an injured man and 1 unconscious, but I can still field a full team. So obviously it's his drive now, so a bit of defense for me. The extra reroll is a bit of a shame, but yeah, so rinse repeat. Obviously that stun is not ideal for me, but it's better than a KO or an injury. Same push down the side. I'll take the wrestle. Gets the ball this time, first time. I imagine he'll create a cage of some description. Well, it doesn't really need to. He might create a demi cage. Or just a screen. It's pretty nice. It's difficult for me to get through that. So I'm going to try, given that most of my guys are off the ball, I'm going to try and create an elven defense. Now, I mean, could have blitzed, but didn't feel the need to. Might blitz over there on the right. The care was really nice. I imagine maybe a blitz here and then try and circle around the side. Yeah, the fucking push. It's shit. But then I think I just roll around this way. You know, just threaten the ball. He'll block it, but that's a player that's been sent that way. So he's going to try and infiltrate the line. So yeah, it's a really solid cage. Not getting in there. But I've got my player back here. He can maybe cause some problems in the rear. Giggity. I think at this point I just go for a fight. Because that's a nasty line to face. Yeah, start just tying up his team, getting into one-on-ones. Yeah, I really wanted the fucker to go down. I just like, when I needed people to fall over, they just didn't, and that makes it so much more difficult. Gives him a free, well not free, but you know, gives him a one nice block off to get his ball carrier from being impacted. That's just such a pain. And then, you know, yeah. Oh well, what can you do? That stun's really unfortunate, because I'm going to have to pull resources to deal with that guy. If only that would have been beautiful. Nice head, buddy. So yeah, you see he's trying to create a hole down the middle. It's definitely the right thing to do. Oh, where does that guy go? There he goes. That obviously protects his ball carrier from the blitz. Well, that blitz. So, I think I then get this guy up and blitz, right? That would be the sensible thing. Well, obviously I can do my safe moves first. Cover him in players. Yeah. What do you know? It's like, for fuck's sake. Fair enough. This is what I mean. I think I played a good game. Dice didn't happen. His positioning was spot on though, like his ability just to sort of create space was really good. Do I forget about that guy? Surely I don't. Shall I move that guy there? Yeah, you just need to, I can't risk that. I mean, it's unlikely to happen, but even like a handoff would just kill me. Yeah. Stun isn't ideal. Fine. Where does he go? Rerolls the Dauntless. Shoves. So that's looking really good for him because obviously all my Saurus are over here. So I'm going to get my guys up. Yeah, I've just got to commit to that fight. Blitz here. And then mark the guy. That gives me the 2 dice block. Don't take him down. It's like, seriously. Okay. You know, he's in a tricky spot. Tricky spot. And I've got a nice line there. I mean, obviously he's on the wrong side of me, but like from what I want, but. Okay, I got gone there. It's obviously a shame. But, yeah, I had to risk it. The worst thing would have been if I dodged that guy out and he'd failed his dodge and this guy just had free reign to, like, fuck my life. It's still not a great place for me because now my guys are behind him. And if I push him that way, he's going to be protected by that guy and he will get to dodge out that way. It's just not fun. So. Sit the fuck down! I remember getting quite frustrated at that point. Just be like, come on, man. This guy that dodges back and around. Yeah. You just have to. Like. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, let's just go for it and shit. Like, I've used my reroll, I do 3+. It's not cool. Obviously, that guy is going to go as far as he can, but this is not looking great. Now, I think I could have moved that guy around with some more dodges. Well, I guess I had nothing to lose. Maybe that's something I could have done. But even so, like, he blocks that one, he blitzes the other one. It's still not great for me. It was frustrating for sure. Yeah, what you can do. He's got his dodge. Which of course he'll make. Totally not salty. Yeah, it doesn't even need to dodge, just blocks. Gets the natural 6. Off he goes. I think it's one go for it to get the win. Well, get the score. Yeah, no problems. 2-1. Really well done. Again, just creating space, really good use of his players. And now I have the chance to return. I've got 3 turns, you know, shouldn't be a problem. Really shouldn't be a problem. I think I've got 3 ins on 1 man down. He is 3, 6, 9, 10, 1 man down. So. But I have 6 Saurus, and I'm getting the first turn. And, you know, 3 turns is nothing. I've got a reroll. So all I need to do here is score. If I draw, I probably lose the. Well, I'd say it's a random spin-off for the first place, but Skrain was going to run a like a playoff game between myself and third again. That would have been really great. That would have been really, really fun. But yeah, nice weather. That's even better for me. That means I can start going for it. And here we go. Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, baby. It's ridiculous. Someone said, oh, you should have attacked with those guys first, but like, you know, my first 2 dice rolls were a 1 and a 2, so that would have been a both down and a skull. So I don't think it would have been the right thing to do. I needed to focus on the ball because at the moment knocking players doesn't help me. And he doesn't get that much ingress in. Like he can't push through that much because of my guys. Like so, just having the line there is enough. See, it's all good. So now I've got to do the difficult thing of picking up, handing off, running, which is less fun with no rerolls, you know. But that's what nuffle gives you, that's what nuffle tells you to do. So, nice clear run, if I can get it. And I've got the bodies here. Like, this is out of position. All I need to do is get the ball up the field. So I'll pick up the ball, hand it off, and now I've got my guy. Now, this guy got sure feet. Sorry, yeah, sure feet. So he just needs to sprint out and get it. He's difficult to take down. I'm going to blitz this guy and cover. Now, I think in retrospect I should have moved that guy one place further forward. It's just a habit for me because that's when they're on their own. That's the best way to avoid a thing. But actually, with that guy behind, I should have moved one further forward. That was a misplay by me. However, that was nice. However, this hurt the most. This really hurt my feelings. Rerolls, 1 dice block gets the 6. It's like, I can't do anything now. That was a real shame. Real shame. Because that cost me the league. Cost me the league! But nah, Kholek played really well. Kholek really brought his team out against my Saurus. And I think, like, you know, I think demonstrated that, like, Lizardman, you can beat them. I know some people were saying, oh, they're a broken team, but like these sort of teams that can brawl, that can manage players, that can keep, you know, the Saurus isolated, you know, they can play really, really well. But I think I defended well. I created obstacles where perhaps, you know, it should have been difficult to create obstacles. I created, I think, as many blitzes as I could have done. You know, and I feel I got unlucky. With that knockdown at the end, with the, you know, not taking down his ball carrier over, must have been 8 turns of, you know, of blocks and blitzes, like. But that is Blood Bowl. That's how it goes, you know. And it was a fun game. If it was a frustrating one. So well done to Kholek. That was a really solid game. I think I did really well. You know, 5 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. Absolutely nothing to complain about there. And this was the leaderboard at the end of it. So third deservedly takes it. 2 draws, 5 wins. You know, look at his team value, man. Like, I mean, everyone else was just fighting to cope with that. That was insane. Bit of an upset in third place. Scuff D pipped fill it at the post at the end. Obviously, again, it goes sort of random, order. So Scuff D took the 3rd place. Cleveland Clowns, Linus's Crusading Lions, the Kingmakers, Skrain, Gilman, Psychopath. I mean Lizard. Like, what a guy. His Norse were brutal. And that's it. That's the story of the Quetzalcoatl Raptors. That's their first season. I think a healthy 2nd place. All in all, I've got over it now. I did everything I could, he says. And now I just focus all of my attention on my tour Sethai Jets. I've got another game that I'm going to be bringing up soon. Played against Amazons, and that was a fun game, so I'll be doing that next. But I'll also be putting up my World Cup qualifiers. Unfortunately, I didn't make it. I was actually really gutted about that hurt. But I'm going to keep myself involved. I'm going to try and do coverage of the World Cup. So I'm going to try and do captain interviews and game commentary, and I'm going to try where possible to stream other people's games. Just because I really wanted to be a part of the World Cup. So we shall see. But yeah, thanks if you've been following these games. It's been really fun to play the Lizardmen. So my next game with the Sethai Jets will be against the Amazons, and obviously Kholek's Necromantic. So maybe I can get a little bit of vengeance in Cup 2 against Kholek and kick his doggo's heads in. This has been Pyrrhus of Epirus, and thanks for watching. Cheers.